Greetings, my name is Ford Suze, aka The Surfing Violinist, and in this series I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite films from India. I'm going to kick this series off with a smaller budget regional film called Court. It's primarily in Marathi, but also features Hindi, English, and Gujarati. The number of languages featured in the film goes along with the film's commentary about difficulties in communication, especially when it comes to justice and the law. The film tells the story of an older man named Narayan Kamble, who is put on trial for the kinds of satirical songs he sings in slum areas. The authorities begin to believe he is causing working class people to have revolutionary sentiments, and in this particular case, maybe even cause themselves bodily harm. I don't want to say too much about the plot because I don't want to give it away. You really need to see it for yourself. Basically, the film is a much more procedural, independent, neo-realist sort of take on the famous Sunnydale Tariq per Tariq, Tariq per Tariq scene from Domini. Date after court date are given to a man who's wasting away in jail because of the incompetence of the court system. The film is not an easy watch. It requires patience and participation on the part of the viewer. The filmmakers aren't giving you anything on a silver platter here. If you're daydreaming or not paying attention, you'll probably miss certain little elements and you'll think, why did they even have that shot in the movie? And what you'll be missing is the fact that the main character is walking right through the street scene. One shot in particular is my favorite example of this, and this is kind of a spoiler, but not too much to the central story. The main defense lawyer in the film is having lunch with his family at a restaurant. There's a rather long establishing shot showing the front of the restaurant. The lawyer leaves and walks off-screen left, and a couple of men chase after him hastily and grab him off-screen left. You can hear them yelling that he has offended their particular religious sect, which is fictitious. You don't see it happening, you hear it off-screen. What you do see is the restaurant doorman in the center of the screen, who's supposed to be a security, some form of security, running back inside and hiding. What is so masterful about this whole sequence is that I totally didn't even realize the doorman was a real person until that second shot. I thought he was a mannequin, kind of like they have around these parts at a restaurant called Pen Belucci. His movements were so imperceptible, I didn't know that he was a real person. And the filmmakers are saying something with this whole sequence and the film in total. Things are not as they seem. We humans are playing the parts of statues. We're playing the roles of justice keepers and public servants when it's convenient, but we run the other way when the time to act comes our way. And if that's the case, why is humanity even necessary in these situations? And as this film depicts very methodically, humanity, as it stands now, isn't a necessary component if we refuse to see one another as humans, and if we refuse to dignify our roles and duties with honesty, responsibility, and a view of the big picture. Again, this is not a popcorn film, it's not an easy film, but unequivocally a better film, in my film nerd opinion, than any of the big budget Indian blockbusters of 2015, including Bajrangi Bhaijaan and Bahubali. And I like Bajrangi Bhaijaan a lot. The performances are all perfect. There's nothing wrong here. There's no hammy overacting. The music mainly consists of the main character's live folk songs. They're protest songs. He's almost like a Mumbai Village neighborhood version of Bob Dylan. Really insightful lyrics, very honest and very frustrated. And to be honest, unfortunately, like most of this kind of music in our day and age, largely ignored. The cultural commentary is biting. This movie should have been more controversial than it is. I give it 5 stars as a social commentary and give it the shocked face at the top of my emoticonometer. It is definitely The Surfing Violinist approved. If there's a film you would like to see me review and maybe end up in this film favorites, let me know in the comments. Do understand I'm only sharing my absolute favorites, and I'm an opinionated person. What can I say? Until next time, keep it creative, keep it cross-cultural, and keep it constructive, YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for watching The Surfing Violinist. Check out web series American Indian, the more polished documentary-style reality show version of our family's adventures in India. New episodes each month. Support the show on Patreon to help us keep improving by clicking here and get to see new episodes a month in advance. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep it creative, keep it cross-cultural, and keep it constructive, YouTube. Thank you very much.